You guys took care of business and earned your right to the final here. What's the approach in the next game here? What do you want to take away from it?
Take away from the next game?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same message going forward. We're here for 4 games. Every game is the next biggest game, so we're going into tomorrow's game against Sweden and going to look to just continue to build on what we've started.
This game, so for Sweden purposes, if Canada and Finland goes to overtime, Sweden's still alive. If that game ends in regulation, Sweden's eliminated. You guys have already advanced. Do you want Sweden to be playing for something in this game? Does it make it better if at least one of the teams is playing for something within the tournament?
I hadn't really thought about it. But yeah, you want everybody to be into it, right? I mean, you want it to be a meaningful game. We're going into it like it's a meaningful game, and I'm sure they will too, no matter what.
What do you look to get out of it then? You know, because you can look ahead to Thursday, right? So what's off your first 2 games? What do you look at and say we need to do this? We need to improve here. Let's build this. Are there things like that?
Yeah, I think everything. There's not just one specific thing that you're trying to build on. We've only played 2 games as a team. There's a lot of adjustments that you have to make and try to get better. And we know that whoever we're playing in that final game, it's going to be a battle. So we're looking to fine-tune pretty much every area of it.
What's the emotional come down like on the ride from a night like last night?
Yeah, it's a long come down. A lot of adrenaline. That was one of the coolest experiences in my life. So post game, it was a lot of emotion, a lot of energy, a lot of adrenaline. So it took a while to come down from that one.
You talked about when JT got traded to New York. It was almost like for years you guys had dreamed of perhaps one day having an opportunity, and now together representing your country. Like, how have you guys made the most and just soaked in all of this experience so far together?
Yeah, it's been a wild couple months. We've been talking about it for a while, playing together in New York, and we've obviously known about this tournament for a while, and we were hoping to get the chance to play together here, and just all of it has been a whirlwind. But being able to be here, both representing Team USA for the first time in 12 years together, is a pretty cool experience. Obviously, anytime you get to put on the USA jersey, it's a huge honor. To be able to do it with friends and teammates is even more special.
You guys penalty killed together at times in this tournament. Like, did you go to Mike Sullivan and say, "Hey, if you need an option, like," or how did that all come about? Or was it just written on the board when you first got here?
Yeah, it was organic. We didn't say, I mean, I'm not going to any coaches and saying, "Hey, you should put us together in a tournament like this." I think they have a game plan going into it, so that was the game plan from the start. And we started penalty coming together a little bit back in New York too, so having that chemistry together I think helps in a tournament like this. It's tough to gain chemistry on that quickly, so coming together is something that helps.
What do you expect the atmosphere to be like here now in Boston?
Yeah, similar. I mean, Boston crowd's always nice. This building has a good history, and I think it's nice for us to come back on our home soil and obviously have a game tomorrow, and then whoever we may see in that gold medal game. I think we're excited, and nice to, like I said, be back on our home soil.
You're a Harvard guy. Is this a place that feels a little bit like home to you?
Yeah, definitely. Spent a lot of years in Boston, and played some beer pong games at this rink too. So it's always nice to come to a place you're familiar with, and I know everyone's got family coming in and everything like that. So it should be a special atmosphere.
You guys at all rooting for a potential USA-Canada rematch in the finals?
No rooting interest. Like I said, we're focused on Sweden tomorrow, and then however the cards shake out, we'll be ready, and we'll be in that same intensity as we've been doing the past 2 games.
No one truly knew what to expect in this tournament for a whole lot of reasons. Some guys are new to best on best, the rest of it. Has it met your expectations, exceeded it?
Yeah, like you said, I mean, you don't really know what to expect. The energy and the passion, at least from our group, is what I expected. I mean, we've talked about it, long before we even got here. once the rosters were named to bringing back a gold medal and kind of showing that USA Hockey is kind of that top dog right now, and I think that's kind of been our goal. So, but yeah, the energy's been unbelievable. I mean, this is obviously my first best on best experience too. So, to be on the ice with so much talent is pretty cool.
What about just like the level of play in that regard?
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, you got world-class players on our team, and everyone's willing to do little things to put in. I don't think anyone's trying to play as an individual and make it about them and make it one-man hockey. I think we're doing a great job of playing as a group, and like we said at the start, I mean, there's no egos, guys. They're filling roles perfectly and doing whatever they need to do to help us win. So I think that's kind of been one of the strong suit for us so far.
Being through to the championship game already, how much of a challenge is it to maintain that intensity and focus that you've had?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it'll be too challenging. I think we, have brought that energy for the first two games, and we don't want to take our foot off the gas. And, there's no slouch of a team at this tournament, so we got to be ready, and I think we'll do a good job of keeping that energy level high.
Sweden's going to be fighting for their lives in this game. What do you expect from that kind of a test?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, there's no easy games at this tournament, and especially at this stage, like you said, they're trying to get to that championship game, and we got to be ready for that. So, like I've been saying, our energy level, our attention to detail has been on par these first two games, so I think just continuing on.
What would you say the reputation of Swedish hockey is?
I mean, they got a lot of skill. They're obviously being through the USA Hockey ranks, you see a lot of the Swedes, and they're able to hang on to pucks. They're strong, good skaters, and I think, like I said, just really skilled players. So obviously they got a great decor there as well. So. It'll be good for us. Good to try and keep this thing rolling here.
Are you texting at all with Mika's advantage? Like, what's that relationship like tomorrow?
No friends on the ice. I did see him at the hotel and, after their first game. Just said hello. He had his family there and everything. So no texting though. Saw him there, but we'll put our friendships aside tomorrow.
Feels like the whole country is kind of talking about hockey, and that's not always the case. Do you see that, and what does it feel like to be a part of that moment?
Yeah, it's great. I think yesterday was great for hockey to be put on that stage. I mean, it's been a long time since there's been best on best, and I think people maybe didn't expect us to all have that intensity, and I think we knew what the energy would be, but I think maybe it surprised some people. So like I said, the reception's been great, and I think that game is well deserved to be talked about.